Hey guys, it's Charlie, and in today's video, I'll be showing you how to build a professional website using the Hostinger website builder. This is by far the easiest way to make a website in 2024 and beyond. And what I'll show you today will allow you to build any type of website, a blog, portfolio, business website, literally anything. And guys, this is going to be a comprehensive tutorial from A to Z. I'll show you every single step, everything you need to do, and you can just follow along with this video and end up with a great looking website. So the first thing we need to do is sign up for Hostinger. And if you want the absolutely best deal possible, you can click on the first link in the description, and that's going to take you to the special landing page. And yeah, this is just for my viewers. And a little secret, use code Chang at checkout, and that's going to take an even bigger discount at checkout. I guarantee you, you will not find a better deal. So what we'll do is click on claim deal right here, and we'll be able to select from two different website builders. There's the premium website builder and the business website builder. These are the prices before you guys apply my coupon code, but it's about $3 or $4 a month, depending on which one you choose. Either is great, but I will say that the business plan has more AI tools, as well as the ability for e-commerce. So if you want to sell products, then this is probably going to be the one to get. However, if you don't really care about using their AI image generator, the writer, the AI blog generator, AI heat maps, or AI SEO tools, then the premium one is fine. But just for this tutorial, I want to show you guys how to use all these tools. I think they're very helpful. They can save you a ton of time. And for me, it's personally worth that $1 extra per month. You guys can also see both plans come with a free domain. You also get free email. You get their drag and drop editor, which is incredibly easy to use, which I'll show you. All their templates, marketing, and a 30-day money back guarantee. So for this video, I'll go ahead and select the business website builder. And now it's going to take me to this page where I'm going to choose the duration of my plan. So as you can see, we can choose from 1 month, 12 months, 24 months, and 48 months. Now, I definitely do not recommend the 1 month one, since that is way more expensive and you don't get that free domain. I would go with at least 12 months. And the longer you go, the cheaper it is per month, and it allows you to lock in that super low price for longer. So as you can see, these plans do renew at an increased price after the plan is over. So just keep that in mind. Now, just for this video, I'll go ahead and select the 12-month one. I'm going to create my account by entering in my email address. We will create a password here, and then we'll enter in our payment method. Next, we're going to enter in our info right here. Over here, we'll go to coupon code, click on that, and enter in Charlie Chang. Make sure you do this because it's going to save you more money. And after that, you'll enter in your credit card information and then click submit secure payment. There are other ways to pay if you don't want to use credit card. There's PayPal, there's Google Pay, as well as Alipay, but I'm just going to go ahead and go with credit card, and then we'll click submit secure payment. So once you're in your dashboard for your Hostinger account, we'll come to setup, click on this button, and what we're going to say is we'll create a new website. You'll select this option if you're trying to migrate a website, but since we're creating a new one, I'll select this and we'll click next. Now it's going to have us choose how we want to build our website. So there's two options. There's WordPress and there is the Hostinger website builder. Now this tutorial is all about the Hostinger website builder, so that's what I'm going to select. And I will say the Hostinger website builder is a lot easier to learn and use than WordPress. So if you are a beginner, but you still want a great looking website, I highly recommend choosing the website builder. If at any point you want to move it over to WordPress, you're able to do that later on. So we'll select this now, click next. Now we're going to select our domain name. I'm going to go ahead and try and get this domain right here just for demo purposes. As you can see, with our plan, it does come with it free for 1 year. So go ahead and select this right here. We'll click next. We'll make sure that all this information is correct and then click finish registration. So now you can see we have two options. The first option is to actually let the AI website builder build you a website in just a few minutes. And the other option is just to use their pre-made templates and sort of build more from scratch. Now, this is going to be a tutorial where I want to show you how to do every single thing there is possible. So I'm going to focus on using the pre-made templates, but really quickly, I do want to show you what the AI website builder looks like and how to use it. And what I will say is that everything I show you later on can be applied to a website that you generate using the AI website builder. It's going to build you a good foundation, and then you can use all the things we talk about later on in this video and use it to customize your AI built website. So we'll first select website type. Let's say we want to do a portfolio. We'll enter in our brand name. So let's say Charlie Chang portfolio. Let's pretend like I'm building out a portfolio for my photography. So I've written a relatively detailed description here, which is very important. We can also click on this to personalize even more. I'm just going to have them surprise me with the colors they choose, and we'll click create a website. So the website builder is going to work its magic and it's going to generate a few options for us to choose from. So this is the first one that they gave us. Looks pretty good. You can see we have a footer right here. We have a pretty simple header. We have a bunch of different sections that do make sense for the type of website I'm building. They built us a portfolio page, a services page, and a contact page, which makes sense. And we can also preview the site using mobile, which is very important, by scrolling through here. Looks great. Let's go back to the desktop mode. So I think this looks pretty great. If you guys want to change the description, you can always click this button right here. You can regenerate this, get different options, compare them, and choose your favorite one. But let's say I like this one. We'll go ahead and click edit site. And this is going to allow us to start building our website. So this part right here is going to look exactly the same as if you started with a pre-made template. So now I'm going to go back and show you guys how to do that. So let's click on this up here. And what we're going to do is create a new website. I'm only doing this to show you guys how to use the pre-made templates. But if you want to go ahead and use that AI built website, you guys can absolutely do that. So we're back on this page right here. I'm going to click on pre-made templates. And this is what I love about Hostinger, because as you can see, they have so many great looking templates to choose from. And what we'll want to do is sort by the different categories of templates. Since I'm creating a photography website, we'll go ahead and click on this one. But I encourage you guys to look at the popular templates. They have blank templates as well, portfolio, resume, business website. You can do all of it through these templates. But let's go to photography for now, and we can select from any of these pre-made templates. For example, let's say I want to preview this one. We'll click preview. This is going to show us what our website will look like right out the gate. We can check out the about page. Let's go back to all templates. Let's take a look at this one. That looks pretty cool. Okay, so let's check out one more. Let's do this one to preview. This is pretty simple. I think I like this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and click start building. Again, you guys can go ahead and use the AI website builder if you don't like any of the templates that they have, or you can choose to go with a pre-made template like this one. So now that I've selected this template, let me show you guys how to build the website. The first thing I want to show you is the website styles. So we'll click on this. Here you can see you can change your colors, your fonts, all the different buttons on your website, as well as what your animations look like. So I'm gonna go with no animations. For the button type, I am okay with these. For the font, I'm gonna go with the default font since this is built for this particular theme. And for the colors, we'll just go ahead and use these ones that are included. However, if you do want to change it, you can click change. You can select the color and choose whichever one you want. This is the most important thing to do first because it's going to dictate the entire style and look of your website. For most people, I just recommend going with the default colors since it is professionally, designed. And usually these colors are going to look great together. So we'll click out of this. Now for the website builder, let me show you how easy it is to use. Up here, we have the header. This is going to be shown on every single page of your website. And down here, we have the footer, which is also shown on every single page. So let's say we want to change our header. What we can do is click on this. We can easily change the logo. And the great thing about the business plan is that we can use AI to create a unique logo for us. Let me show you guys how to do that really quickly. Let's go ahead and try Charlie Chang portfolio. We can select the style. Let's go with modern. We can change any other settings we want. Just do it one color and let's click create. So as you can see, it generated 4 different logos for us. Let's say we want to go with this one. We can click download. And what you can also do is create these logos yourself. All you have to do is come up here, click create yourself, type out your brand name. If you want to add a slogan, you can select your font and then we can click download. So I think this is a bit more appropriate for our website. We're going to come back here to our website builder page. We're going to click replace image. We're going to upload that logo that we just created. We'll click open, click select, and now you can see our logo is there. So that does look a bit small. So what I'm going to do is actually make it bigger like this. I think that's looking pretty good. I'll show you later on how to change this menu, this main menu section. But on this home page, there are a ton of different things you can do. So we have these pre-built sections that are already, installed on this home page. For example, if I click on this, I can edit this gallery. We can select what type of layout we want, and we can select how many items per row, the gap between photos, for example, like that. And you can select what happens when people click on that photo. We can also add an animation if we want. If we want to manage the actual photos in the gallery, we'll click on manage gallery. We can add different images if we want. So let's go ahead and add this one. Let's add this. add to gallery. We can also change the order too by dragging and dropping. I did that really quickly, but you'll probably want to select images that are the same aspect ratio just so it looks a bit more clean. But let's say I want to add a different section to our website. First, let me just get rid of these so it looks more clean. What we're gonna do is come down here. Let's say we want to add a section underneath this. We'll click on add section. We can use AI to generate a section. We can create a completely blank section too, or we can select from the different sections that Hostinger has pre-built. So we can have an about section on the main page. Let's do something like this. If you want to change any of the text, it is absolutely so easy to do. All we have to do is click on this, double click it, change it. So let's do about Charlie. We can select the color, we can select the style, we can select the font, and we can select the size here. I'll just leave that as is, but you guys will want to change all the text on your website. We can even change this button sizing if we want by dragging. I encourage you guys to use the grid layout to make sure that things are clean looking. But as you can see, we can basically drag it wherever we want. I'm going to put it back here since I think it looks good there. Actually, let's drag it down a little bit. We can change this color too if we want, change the text, change where it goes to. We can have it open up in a new tab or not. We can change the style of this button as well as the animation, but I'm just going to leave it as is. And of course, we can change these two images as well. The really cool thing is that we can use AI to generate an image if we want. So let me just show you guys how to do that. Let's say we want to show a camera on top of a desk with natural lighting. We'll click create images. And now let's say I want to go ahead and use this one. We'll select that, and that's going to put that in. Let's see what this one looks like instead. Okay, let's go with this one for now. But yeah, you see how it works. It's very, very simple. I encourage you guys to go through all these different sections, see what they have built out. For example, these are frequently asked questions. That could be good to have. Maybe on the About Us page, we can have social icons. We can incorporate videos onto our homepage if you want. We have other types of galleries that we can choose from. If you want to have a resume on the site, you can absolutely add a resume section. You can add different projects, testimonials, a map, different product categories, and yeah, the list goes on. We can even add a blog or an online store, but I'll show you guys how to do that later on. If at any point you want to add an element onto any of these sections, all you have to do is come up here to this plus sign, which says add element. Click on this, and you can see we can add a button. We can add a add to bag button. You can put your Instagram feed, a contact form. You can even have a chat bot if you want. So for example, let's say I want to add a button. I can drag that over here. We can click edit button, change the style. So let's make it maybe white. Let's make the text color black, and let's make it say portfolio. Now what we can do is drag it wherever we want to put it. So let's say we want to put it right here in the middle. There you go. Now you have a button on your website. Now, before we move on to the next section, let me show you how to look at this in mobile view. So if you come up here and click on this little phone icon, it's going to show you what our website looks like from a phone. If you don't do too many changes to your homepage, it should look quite good as is. We can actually use AI to auto fix the layout. Let's go ahead and click on that. If we want to move, for example, this section underneath the other one, we can either drag and drop it, or we can just click on this to move down. Obviously, I think this should go up, so I'm going to move this back. Yeah, overall, I think it's looking pretty good. Let's go back to the desktop view. So now I'll show you how to add different pages to your website. So what we'll do is come here to the top left, click on pages and navigation. Currently, we have woman, men, products, and about. We can absolutely change the order of these by dragging. So let's say we want the about page at the top. Let's move it back down here since I think that is better. These are currently hidden from navigation. So yeah, I don't recommend just having your home page in the navigation. It looks a little bit weird. If I want to add a page, what we'll do is come down here, click add page. We can generate a page using AI. We can create a new empty page. Let's say we want to create a blog. So I'll click on blog right here. Let's select this. We can select the name in the navigation. So blog seems good. And let's just make it called blog for the URL. We can hide this link if we want, but I'm going to want it to show and click save. We can change this to something random. Here are going to be our posts. I'll show you guys how to do this later on. But yeah, that's basically how you can create a new page. It's super easy. We can create more pages if we want. For example, we can create a services page. Go ahead and select this one. Let's move this over here. Let's actually remove products by clicking on this and clicking delete. Another way you guys can remove this is just hiding it from the navigation in case you still want that maybe in the future. But I'm just going to click delete for now. And yeah, that's our new updated header menu. At any point, if I want to edit these pages, I can either come here and click this, and we can go ahead and of course change the text, change all this information, change this form here. I can go to services, come here, change these images, change the text, add different sections as well. And yeah, it's just super straightforward and very, very easy to do. Another thing you guys can do is if you want to change the section height, this thing right here is something you can toggle. So I can just drag this. I can drag this down, for example, add a new section, something like this. Bam. Now for the footer, what we're going to do is come down here. We can easily change this information, of course, to your own email. For these social icons, what you guys can do, edit social icons. We'll change the links that these go to. So now let's talk about making your blog. So let's come here, 2 pages in navigation. Let's click on blog. And like I mentioned, we already made sure that this little blog page looks good. This is where your blog posts are all going to show up. Here's going to be the arrow to see your other posts. We can of course add a new section if we want, but if we want to actually, manage our blog posts, what you'll do is come here to the left, click on this button right here, and each of these posts are going to show up. So as you can see, we have 6 posts currently. We can have a draft section too, and we can have a scheduled and published section. So let's say I want to add a new post. What we will do is click add new post down here. With AI, we can basically use their AI writer to write blog posts for us. So you can see this can save you a ton of time. It's all based on the GPT API. And so it's going to allow us to select a few different things. So first is going to be the tone of voice. We can do formal, neutral, or casual. Let's go ahead and do formal for now. We can select the length of the content. So let's go ahead and select 300 to 500 words just for this demo. And for the post description, this is very important. You do want to be quite descriptive. So I've written something like this. Let's click create content, and bam, AI has generated a title for us, a picture, as well as a quick article. So I selected 300 to 500 words. So this is a pretty short article. I could have selected a longer one. What I'll probably do in this case is change this image so we can use AI to generate an image. We can change this text as needed. And as you can see, we just made a blog post in like 30 seconds. Let's go back to the blog section. So now you can see this article is now under our blog list here. If you want to edit a previous blog post, what we can do is click on a previous one. We can go ahead and add more content. If you want to do more stuff, you can click on this. We can get the post URL. We can duplicate a blog article if we want, and we can also go to post settings. So this is actually pretty important. I'm going to go ahead and add a description here for SEO. We can change the post URL. So let's make it 5 essential tips. We can select our author. So let's have it be myself, and we can change the post date. We can also change the featured image here and select a category for our blog post. So we can create a new category, tips, and click save. Just to make this look a little bit better, let's go ahead and edit blog header. Let's make the text size a bit smaller. For the layout, let's make it a little bit less padding. For the background, we'll just leave it as is. Let's see what one of our blog posts looks like on mobile. Always double check to make sure it looks good on mobile. Okay. So as you can see, there's a decent amount of space right here. What we can do is drag this up a bit. And yeah, I think that looks a good amount better. Let's go ahead and quickly change this image just to show you guys how to do that. I'll click change images. Hostinger does have a huge library of free stock images that you guys can use. So we can go ahead and go here. Let's go ahead and use this one. Click add to page. That's essentially the basics of, building your actual website using the website builder. Now I'm going to show you guys all the different AI tools that come with this builder. So I already showed you guys how to use the AI image generator as well as the AI logo maker. We also use the AI blog generator to create this blog post. But for random sections, you can actually just use the AI writer to create descriptions, right? So these are going to be text descriptions that you can place on your website. We can write something like a 50-word description about why I love photography. It's because, click create text, and we can basically copy and paste this into wherever we want. So let's go ahead and come here. Let's go to the about section. We can change this with what we just created, and bam. Another AI tool is going to be the AI section generator. I'm not going to actually create a section, but you basically will describe what you want the section to be like, and it's going to generate that section for you. Another is going to be the AI heat map. So if we click on this, it's going to create this heat map / attention map. So as you can see, the more cool colors are going to be less attention and the more fiery colors are going to be more attention. So as someone's scrolling through your website, this is what their eyes are mainly going to jump to. And if you have some type of call to action or a button that you want people to really see and click on, then you'll definitely want to make sure that it is highlighted. If your site is too cluttered, then this will show that your viewers' eyes are going to be going everywhere and not to the important elements. So it is a very cool tool to have. Let's go ahead and click out of that. As you guys can see, since we added more text here, this is now sort of overlapped. So what we'll just do is drag this down here. Let's make sure it looks good on mobile. Okay, mobile, we can actually drag this up, and let's drag this up as well. And then there's also the AI SEO assistant. So let's click on this. This is basically a tool that's really going to help your website out with SEO. SEO stands for search engine optimization, and it's a very important thing to optimize for your website. Essentially, this allows search engines to find your page, to find your website, and actually show it to people when they search certain terms, right? Like ideally, if someone searches Charlie Chang portfolio, good SEO is basically going to allow my website to show up first on Google search. This SEO assistant can basically generate different SEO optimized titles, meta descriptions, and keywords. So let's say I want to do that for this about me page. I'll click generate new SEO info. It's going to have us put in some information. We'll click next step. We'll do a page description. We'll click next step. We'll select 3 keywords for our page. So let's do this. We can edit any of these as needed, and we'll click finish. So that's really cool. It saves you a ton of time. I recommend going through every single page on your website and running this AI SEO assistant to generate this SEO information. We can also hide pages from search results if you want. You can add focused keywords. And yeah, of course, you guys can do this all manually, but I encourage you just use the AI generator and then tweak it after it's done. So yeah, again, go through all your different pages, create the SEO information, and it's going to make your website rank a lot better. Discoverability is definitely a hard part for new websites, and you want to do everything that you can to make your website be found. So now I've gone over, how to build your pages, how to change your website styles, as well as all the different AI tools. Now I'm going to show you guys how to play around with the website settings. So we'll click on these 3 dots right here, and you'll see this pop up. There are a ton of other things you guys can do within the website builder. So first, we can create an online store. We can also have appointments if we want people to book our services or whatever it is. And we have this whole section here with general settings, integrations, form submissions, analytics, and even exporting your website files. So first, I'll show you the online store real quick. We'll click on this, we'll click add store, and now you can see we can start selling different items. Once you do that, you'll see this online store icon on the left menu, and we can click on this, and this is where we're going to see all of our products that we're selling. To manage our products, we can click on this button right here, and it's going to take us to the store manager page. So first, what we'll do is name our online store, click continue. We'll select our country as well as the currency, click continue. And now you'll be able to set up your entire store through Hostinger. So you can add products, you can set up a payment method, you should update your company information, and also review your shipping options. So basically just go through this little checklist, and that's going to get your store up and running. Here you can see the products that you have. You'll be able to go into these and edit each one. You can add images, change the title, change the description, write using the AI writer, set the prices, track quantity if you want, and then also add different variants and options for that product. I also recommend you guys add different products to different categories. That's going to make it a lot easier for your audience to find certain collections and types of products. This is actually a very powerful e-commerce platform. I'll say if you are doing a dedicated store and that's the entire business, then I'd probably go with something like Shopify, but this is still a great e-commerce platform, and you can absolutely make a killer store using it. We'll click save right here. Let's go to categories. We can add a category. So let's call it best sellers. We can assign different products to this category. So let's choose a few here, and then we'll click save. Here you'll see all the different orders that are coming in. You can see different appointments. So this is something that you can enable by clicking on this button. You'll set your availability and have a calendar that people can actually choose time slots from. We can create discounts for our store as well. So let's say we want to do a welcome deal. Welcome 10, welcome deal. This is just going to be for internal use. We'll set a 10% discount, applies to all products, or you can set it for specific categories. Limit the total number of uses. You can check that if you want. You can also set a minimum purchase amount. We can set the active dates and then click save. Now, if someone goes to our website and enters in welcome 10 at checkout, they will get 10% off. If you're actually selling things on your store, I recommend going to store settings and then filling out all this information. I'm not going to cover that in this video as we're more focusing on building your website, but just know that this is something something you should do if building out your store. Going back to our main website builder, we'll come here to the settings portion and let's click on general settings. So what I recommend you guys do is change your favicon. We'll click update right here, click add image. We actually created a favicon when we created the logo. So it's just basically this little square image. We'll click select. And this is basically what shows up on the tab. So it makes your website look a lot more professional. As you guys can see, this is the favicon for this page, and this is the favicon for this page. I recommend changing your link preview image as well. Basically, if you're linking to your website on any platforms, for example, on Instagram, if you send someone a message, it will show this link preview. So we'll click add image. Let's just have it be this. Click save changes. If you want to show a cookie banner, you can click on this. And for the disclaimer text, I just recommend using what is default. Of course, you don't need to show this cookie banner, so I'm just going to undo that. And this one we can also leave without it as well. Let's go back here. Let me show you guys integrations. So if we click on this, we can actually connect the website to a bunch of different apps. I won't get into these in too much detail in this video, but you can connect to Google Analytics, which is very helpful. You can add your Facebook pixel to your website, and you can even make money with Google AdSense by running ads on your website. Let's go back here. Let me show you guys form submissions. If you have a contact form on your website, those submissions are going to come here. So that's very helpful to have them all in one spot. Let's go to analytics right here. Since this is a brand new website, there's not going to be any data available at the start, but as you build your website, once you publish it and have people start coming to it, you'll see a bunch of different analytics here, like where visitors are coming from. So I recommend checking this out once your website is published and up for at least a few days. Again, if you want to do more advanced SEO settings, we can come here. This is exactly what we did earlier. If you want to export your website files, we can click on this button. We'll need to publish our website first before we can actually download our website files. That makes sense. And also this multi-language function is pretty cool. We'll start by selecting the language we want to translate our website into. So let's say we want to do French. Now you can see there is this language selector right here. We can also hide this language selector if we want. We can select multiple languages. So let's say we also want to have Espanol. Now they have the option to select from 2 different languages. Just another really cool feature that is built into the Hostinger website builder. Okay, so that is basically a pretty solid overview of the Hostinger website builder. Of course, make sure your website looks good on mobile and desktop. I'm actually going to change this back to English just real quick, set it as the default. And once you're ready to go live, what we'll do is click go live. If you already chose your domain like we did at the beginning of this video, then you won't have to do this again. Since I created a new website, I'll have to choose a different domain. And so what I'll do is click connect domain and go through that entire process again. But yeah, basically clicking that button allows us to view our website. So this is what it looks like. In my opinion, super great looking. As you saw, there are so many other templates to choose from. So whatever type of website you're building, you can absolutely build it with the Hostinger website builder. That's why it's one of my favorite tools out there. I think any beginner website builder will absolutely love using this platform. Not only is it super affordable, but it's also just so easy to use. So there you have it. That is how you build a professional looking website with the Hostinger website builder. I hope you guys were able to follow my tutorial step by step, because if you did, you now have your own professionally built website, which in my opinion is so important for everyone to have. Again, the link to Hostinger will be down below. Make sure to use code CharlieChang to get an even bigger discount. And yeah, I really hope this tutorial was helpful, and feel free to share this video with any of your friends that are looking to build their own website. I encourage you to reference back to this video as you're building your own website. All the time codes will be down below in the description. And yeah, again, thank you so much for your time. I know this was a long tutorial, but hopefully you got a ton of value from it. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more videos just like this. On the channel, I do a ton of videos all about entrepreneurship, investing, and personal finance. Thank you so much again for your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.